8 months after they last came close to full-scale war, Iran and Israel are back on the brink. Iranian missiles and drones caused mayhem, death, and destruction in Israel on June 14th. This was in response to Israeli action a day earlier, when it unleashed dozens of strikes on Iran, targeting its nuclear infrastructure and major military installations. Among the casualties were Iran's senior-most military commanders and scientists, like Army Chief Mohammad Bagheri and commander of the elite IRGC force Hossein Salami. Just hours later, Iran launched its first retaliatory move, firing around 100 drones at Israel. The Israeli military claimed to have shot down all the drones, but warned the people to be prepared for prolonged conflict. Interestingly, Israel's biggest ally America initially distanced itself from the strikes, but U.S. President Donald Trump later used the Israeli action as a bargaining chip in Washington's nuclear negotiations with Tehran. In response, Iran said that the U.S. will be held responsible for Israel's adventurism, and that Israel's strikes would not have been possible without coordination by the United States. USA's involvement was later confirmed by Israeli officials, as per reports. The clash appears to be far from over, with Israel stating that its Operation Rising Lion has only begun, and Iran threatening harsh punishment. As the two Middle East rivals circle and snap at each other, here's a look at how their militaries stack up. Let's start with a look at how much money the two countries spend on their militaries. The difference here is huge, with Israel setting aside over $23 billion in 2022, and Iran just $6.8 billion, according to the Stockholm International Peace Research Institute. Iran appears to have the upper hand when it comes to manpower. The Israeli Defense Forces have around 1.7 lakh active personnel, while the Iranian military has 5.25 lakh. Israel has 4 to 5 lakh reservists, and Iran has around 3.5 lakh reserve soldiers. Rockets and missiles are some of the most used weapons in the region. While Israel has one of the most advanced missile arsenals in the Middle East, Iran has one of the largest and most diverse. Israel's longest-range missile is the Jericho-3, which can hit targets up to 6,500 kilometers away. Iran's most deadly ballistic missiles are Khorramshahr and Sejal in the 2,000 kilometers category. Israel also has the Jericho-2 ballistic missile in the 1,500 to 3,500 kilometers category. Iran has the Shahab-3 ballistic missile, which can hit targets 1,300 kilometers away. In the shorter-range category, Israel has the Delilah cruise missile and Laura ballistic missile. Iran has the Yoali cruise missile, and Zulfiqar and Qayyam-1 ballistic missiles in the 700 kilometers category. Israel's air-launched cruise missile Popeye has a 100 kilometers range. Iran's Tundar, Fateh, and Shahab missiles have ranges from 150 to 500 kilometers. When it comes to anti-ship missiles, Israel has the Gabriel and the Harpoon, while Iran has the Ra'ad missile. Staying on the topic of air power, the Israeli Air Force appears to be more modern with around 580 aircraft, including around 250 fighter jets. Iran has around 340 aircraft, including 180 fighter jets. Israel uses its indigenous fighter jets, F-16 Falcons, and F-15 Eagles. Iran mostly has Soviet-era MiGs and Sukhois. It is also trying to get new Su-35 jets from Russia. Israel also operates American-made F-35 Lightning II and AH-64 Apache helicopters. Iran also has some Chinese jets like the F-7 and old American F-4 and F-5. In recent years, drones have become a key aspect of aerial warfare. Ukraine has claimed that it is frequently attacked by drones supplied to Russia by Iran. Israel operates both recon and attack drones, but Iran has over 24 different models of suicide, attack, and surveillance drones. Israel has the Aton drone, which can be used for carrying out attacks, and the Kachin and Orbiter UAVs, which can do surveillance. One of Iran's deadliest drones is the Shahid 149, which can fly up to 2,000 kilometers and carry 500 kilograms of explosives. When it comes to land warfare, Israel has the technologically advanced Merkava main battle tank. In comparison, Iran has the indigenous Zulfiqar and Karar main battle tank. Israeli forces also use the Eitan all-terrain, armored personnel carrier. Iran's military has Soviet-designed T-72 tanks, and copies of Soviet T-54 and T-55. At sea, Israel reportedly operates 7 corvette warships and 7 submarines. Iran has around 6 frigates and 3 corvettes. Israel also has around 8 missile boats and 40 patrol vessels. Iran has over 30 submarines and 80 patrol vessels, as per reports. Finally, it's time to talk about the big one, nuclear weapons. Israel is widely believed to have nuclear bombs, but its government has never officially admitted or denied this. Meanwhile, America has said that Iran has enough fissile material to develop a nuclear device within 2 weeks. Israel has around 80 nuclear warheads, including 50 which can be delivered via missiles, and 30 which can be dropped from airplanes. Iran possesses a wide range of missiles which can be used to deliver a nuclear bomb. Iran usually prefers using proxies to fight its rivals like Israel, but Palestinian Hamas is facing Israel's intensified operation in Gaza called Gideon's Chariots, which means its scope to escalate will be limited. Towards Israel's north, Hezbollah is attempting to recover from Israel's recent invasion and all-out attack which have decimated much of the group's capabilities, along with its top leadership, including Hassan Nasrallah. The one group still attacking Israel with regularity and intensity is Yemen's Houthis. Therefore, Iran's options to exact revenge for Israel's Operation Rising Lion are limited. Amid the latest action, U.S. President Trump has again appealed to Iran to accept a deal which limits its nuclear program. It remains to be seen whether Israel and Iran will step back from the brink after symbolic military action to protect their prestige, or the saga of attack and revenge will deteriorate into all-out war which could consume the entire region.